Welcome back, everyone, and for the continuation of the AMP series, I figured it would be fun to finish off the thumbnail, because there's one monster on the thumbnail for the AMP series that has not gotten his X mark yet, and that is Gypseros. Realistically, I very rarely set out to fight this monster, but I was doing a little bit of gold crown farming, and he was one of the monsters that popped up, so I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and knock him out of the way. At least once. I mean, obviously you got to do every monster twice to get the proper number of gold crowns, because you got to get the big and the small one. But I figured I'd get at least one. So thought I'd go ahead and throw him in, get the commentary on him over with, and that way he's out of the way, and probably will never pop up again, except for maybe in the challenge run. Also, just in case you're wondering, at the very end of the video, and I'll put some timestamps down below, I'm going to preview another series I'm going to start, because remember, I've been floating around the idea that I need to diversify the channel a little bit, have more than just Monster Hunter, try to bring back some readings. So I've found a series that I think actually will combine my intent with the book readings as well as my love of playing video games. That is, if it doesn't manage to piss me off enough to make it not very easy to fall asleep to. So Gypseros is pretty much his same old self. He spits venom at you that very easily poisons you, and you'll probably notice through most of this fight I just kind of ignore it. He's got the nice little stone on his forehead that he beats on and causes a flashbang, which, by the way, if you've never actually seen a Gypseros fight and you're new to the series, heads up, he does actually do a flash move that... I don't know if there's actually a photosensitivity issue with it, because it's only really one flash. Usually photosensitivity is repeated flashes. But whatever. Let's see, look, he's tapping right now, and boom! Bright light. So, just be aware of that when you go in against him. Shields block it, turning away from him blocks it. He's really not terribly difficult to deal with, and if you bash his head enough times, you'll break the stone, and then the flashbang move is just a giant opening from that point on. So, as long as you break the stone on his head, he is really simple. Every now and then you'll still get the rampaging meth-addicted chicken move that he does, but, as you're seeing right now, well, you could notice that there weren't any little flashes. I flinched him out of actually going through the full flash, but there weren't even the little tiny flashes leading up to it. If you're still seeing those, he's still going to flashbang you. If you're not seeing those, he's not going to. The only other thing that he does that's actually really unique to him, and we'll comment on it a little bit more when it happens, is as long as you're not pulverizing him, he'll play dead. Which, if you're quick, you can get an extra carve off of him and then roll away. But it's really not terribly common to need Gypseros parts. Although, he is a good source of the material that you need to make dash juices. So, keep that in mind. He's pretty easy if you're not fighting a tempered version. And even if you're fighting a tempered version, like I had a good video of me doing a really good job just stomping a tempered Gypseros to death, but I accidentally shut off my system without stopping the recording, so the recording just flashed and went away. But whatever. I was testing him there to see if the damage numbers would still pop up when he's down like that, and they didn't, so I'm not even sure that he actually is still even taking damage when he's down. So, I don't know, just in case, save your moves until he wakes up. I think he probably was still taking damage, and they were just smart enough to hide the damage numbers for that phase. But it's not worth wasting anything that you may have built up like I did with my Wyvern Fire. Either way, he's about to go down, and then we'll shift into the game that's going to be the next series I cover. So, watch his death. And let's celebrate the glory of not really having to worry about Gypseros for the thumbnail anymore. A moment of silence. Alright, that's enough. So, what I thought would be a fun way to maybe have a little bit more of a serene game, something to de-stress from with Monster Hunter that's going to gradually get harder and harder, hopefully at least, and with the challenge run in Monster Hunter, would be something like Pressure Washer Simulator. I grabbed it when it was free on the PlayStation Shop 1 month. I don't know, it may still be free. I don't actually ever look at those games again once they get them into my library, so I have no idea. I know my wife loves it, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing it. So, figured for the first preview, we'd do something simple, like the dirt bike. This is supposed to be a Zen-like game where you just go through, you clean stuff off, and there is something relaxing about it, at least at first. Like, going through and doing this, getting everything nice and cleaned off, not really that big of a deal. The issue comes with the fact that once you think you have everything, and there's one little tiny speck of dirt on some hidden part down inside of it somewhere that you can't see, fucking thing doesn't help you find it at all. There's a button that will flash all the dirt that's visible, but not all of it's easily visible unless you're standing in just the right spot. You can point the nozzle at it and actually see some of the different places. Like you can see the little white bar anytime I'm highlighting something. The white actually represents how much dirt it's left. So you're trying to empty the bar out for that, but you're trying to fill it up for the percentage. Well, that doesn't actually help you find it all the time either, because some of these parts are tiny. You can move past them in a flash. So if you just happen to not point at it, you won't notice. But it's even worse when you get to some bigger areas. But you'll have to watch the other episodes in the series to see that. This guy's really fast. He only takes a couple minutes. Some of these things take hours to clean. But the goal with this series is maybe throw a little bit of commentary in, leave the sound up just enough for it to have an almost ASMR-like effect, and potentially help people go to sleep, because my voice has a nice soporific effect to it, or, as my students can probably tell you, it's really hard to stay awake when you're listening to it for an extended period of time. So, why not lean into that? See what happens, see what comes of it. I don't know, but see, like to me right now, like, looks pretty good. Gotta go over and tackle the other side. Spray it off really quickly. Problem is going to come towards the end, but this one, yet again, not the most difficult one in the world. No, there's much more difficult cleanings to come. About now is when I really kind of start asking myself, so what the hell am I missing? 98%. The hell could I not have actually gotten clean yet? Where have I missed the specks of dirt? I don't even notice the dirt sitting up in that fender as I'm moving up to the front, nor that dirt right there immediately. My focus is on the tires, trying to get those spokes clean. Up there I go. I start to notice it. As you see, once you get so close to the end, it actually gives you a list of things you have yet to clean. The trick is, you have to actually get to that point first. So this is the point in the cleaning where it switches from being fun, relaxing time to, if I weren't already bald, wanting to pull my damn hair out. While I'm sitting here like, okay, engine, where the hell is there dirt on the engine? I don't see it. So let's just stand in different positions and spray it at random and hope we get it clean. And maybe, just maybe afterwards, we can take this thing and just throw it. Oh, yep, see, that just cleaned it off. No idea where the dirt was. Rear fender. Okay. Pretty sure that's this thing back here. I don't really know that much about vehicles in general. Yep, there it was. And the radiator. What the hell is the radiator on a dirt bike? I have no idea where the radiator's at on one of these guys, but if you look closely in the upper right, see, I spotted the dirt. And we won. This one was not frustrating. Oh, just wait. The actual cleaning process at the beginning, fun, relaxing. Towards the end, nightmarish and infuriating. But we'll go on that journey together. Either way, remember, at least in Monster Hunter, if I can beat it, so can you. As far as Power Wash goes, who the hell knows? We'll see. Good night, everyone.